Hi, I'm Brian Jameson. I live in Berkeley, California. I'll be doing Egham, side 1 and side 2, with my reader, Claudia. I hate this country. One set of wooden plates.
One set of wooden plates.
God never meant people to live this far north, you know. One tapestry showing a biblical scene.
One tapestry showing a biblical scene.
I know we're not supposed to attempt to deduce God's intentions, but just a glance tells you. If God had meant people to live this far north, he would have given us fur, skins of some type of animal.
Or skins of an animal.
Of course, the Scots are hairy. One Bible.
One Bible.
But that alone can't explain it. They must marshal some other kind of heat from inside them. 4 silver goblets.
4 silver goblets.
A grudge. That's what it is. An assortment of elder cups.
An assortment of older cups.
Their grudge keeps them warm. Even when it's so cold, my balls are shrunk tight against my bum. They dislike us so much. Their dislike of us is keeping those bastards warm. That's the maddening thing. They hate us, and all we do is make the hairy, ungrateful, treacherous bastards more comfortable. 7 blankets which smell of dogs.
7 blankets which smell of dogs.
I'm not even supposed to be here, you know. 2 chests.
2 chests.
I'm supposed to be a monk. I'm supposed to be a monk, giving myself to God on some island somewhere. Peace and quiet and cloisters, food from the abbey garden, wine from the abbey vineyard, women. 1 silver candlestick.
1 silver candlestick.
I was supposed to be a monk, but my father insisted. Fight! There's a war in Scotland. Go up there and win us some land and a manor house or something. 2 chandeliers.
2 chandeliers.
1 cushion.
1 cushion.
What's the point? What is the fucking point? I ask you. Boy.
Sir.
I ask you.
What do you ask me, sir?
What is the fucking point of being alive?
I don't know, sir.
The point of life is to survive. You just have to try to get through as much of life alive as you possibly can, and then use whatever little you've got and whatever methods you can muster to make the journey as comfortable as possible. Stay alive and be comfortable. Those are the purposes of life. And they're also the 2 things that are the hardest to do when you spend your summer fighting a fucking war in Scotland. Egham, side 2. You burned them.
That's right.
Alive.
Yes.
Right. Burn them alive.
Yes.
Well,
What?
it's just...
What?
It's a bit Scandinavian, don't you think?
Every man had a chance to speak. One of those boys is the Queen's son. If even one of those men had spoken, they could all be alive now.
I can understand threatening people or bullying or torturing even. You'd expect to have to do that because those are reasonable, even effective ways to glean. Because one wants information, but to burn people alive, that makes them dead.
If we make the threat, we have to follow it through.
You could have brought them back to Dunsinane. At least there's a value in hostages. There's no value in corpses.
But this is not a war in pursuit of wealth, Egham.
What is it in pursuit of?
Peace.
Well, do we have to be quite so ruthless in our pursuit of peace?
If I'm ruthless, it's because the Queen showed the way. Every day one or other of our boys comes back to us, laid out on a cart and marked with wounds which come from her arrows, cuts which come from her knives. She is ruthless.
They're not going to war with us because of their queen. They're fighting us because we're here. The Scots will fight anyone standing in front of them. They like fighting. One of the reasons that we're fighting them is to keep them from fighting each other.
English or Scottish, people cluster behind the side they think is the stronger.
Do you
They
think-
must believe we are the stronger.
Do you think burning them helps?
It shows we're determined.
Determined to do what?
Determined to win.
You sound like... This war belongs to Malcolm and Macduff. Let them do what's best to secure the country for themselves, and let us leave a garrison on the Forth to protect Northumbria. And let's you and I go back to England. Let's let you go back to your rivers and moors and farms. Let me go back to Surrey, where I have a field and a wife.
You sound like you would prefer us to be defeated.
Oh, who said defeated? I didn't say defeated. Did you say defeated? I didn't say defeated. I said leave.
Defeated, leave. What's the difference?
Oh, the difference.
We will leave when we win.
Winning isn't a fact, Seward. Winning is a decision that we make.
Egham, look out there. The Queen is free. Our rule is ignored in large parts of this country. Our men are dying every day. Does that look like winning to you?
I could be persuaded. All right, I'd like to do some shadow boxing.